today. From Portland, Oregon, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Portland Snowhawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Portland Snowhawks. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Looking to throw on second down. Parker under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Parker. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Flush to his right. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Dixon. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They bring their punter out there now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. Oh, nice move. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now Parker looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. And a huge play that time. 44 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes going to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Snowhawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Parker eluding the pressure right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Parker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And again, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's Parker on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. To throw is Parker. To throw on 2nd down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Parker throwing on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. Potts. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Operating from the gun. Parker complete to Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Parker now looking to throw on 2nd down. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake. Parker. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His second lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
Mahomes now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes throwing the out route and complete. It's Johnson. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Dixon, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Snowhawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Parker to throw on third down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Parker throwing after the interception. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. To throw is Parker on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, he finds his man, complete. That's Dixon. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 14 yards. And the Snowhawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Parker on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Parker dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Potts, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Parker now throwing on first down, and that's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Parker, quick slant. That's caught by the 5'11" Landry. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side, and they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Parker,
quick slant to Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Buying time to his left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Ooh, with a juke. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he finds his man, complete. It's Dixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett from 3 yards out.
And the Snowhawks are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Parker. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Parker. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now Parker on 1st down. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Parker
finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Dixon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football, and this is picked up by the defense. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Parker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Harris.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Parker on 3rd down, and this one is incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step as the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 75 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak? Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught. It's Ridley.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board.
And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Jaguars at 9-2 to start play. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out now come the Lions.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Flushed out right. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. As we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
Newton on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. He's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On 1st down, Newton.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton shreds him with a stiff arm. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Etienne once more. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Newton. Steps away to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A very quick pass to Ridley. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And he's got room. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Eluding the pressure right.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, Newton out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. They run the counter. It's Gibbs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Now back to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. This is caught. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And some room to maneuver.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Newton now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense set to take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Gibbs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
ETN up the middle.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And now out come the Jags. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking it in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th-quarter stop? So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Newton on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this time he is in. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw here. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibbs, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on first down.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Out of the gun, Newton.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Jaguars are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's Williams.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jags, they continue to be